PUBcast.
This will never work! Hello, welcome to PUBcast.
Podcast. Right.
So, I'm Sean.
I'm Gareth.
And,
Good start.
Good start, excellent
Yeah,
start.
good start.
So, as always, today we're talking about Age of Empires.
Yeah.
And Age of Empires rated goodness and news
Yeah.
and such like and so forth and so on.
Yeah. Can I just say before we begin, in general sort of PUBcast like tradition, anything goes, right? So if it all messes up, we just record it, right?
Yeah.
But I must say that you're an idiot because I don't know why you've ordered these really big drinks with these tiny little straws.
Me? Kiss my ass. Who was at the bar like?
These straws
the world's
do not reach the
smallest
end
straws.
of the glass.
Do you know what they will reach though? The end of my tether. So,
right, go on then. What are we going to talk about today? What are we talking about today?
Well, I think maybe outline a little bit, so PUBcast, anything happens, it happens. It goes
yeah.
on. If somebody comes up and strokes your head, pats you
I'd
like
say thank you.
a dog.
Yeah, I'll say woof.
You'd say woof.
I would say woof.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
stroke you.
All right, yeah. So there's that. Today we're talking about Age of Empires.
Nice, I love that game.
Yeah. Have you heard about any recent news? Any changes?
I'll be honest.
Anything happening?
I've heard of on Steam, which I actually I want to get, is the 4K version of Age of Empires.
Okay, so
I think that's 2, right? Is it 2? Or is it which one? Which version is it?
All right. So this was announced back in the last E3. So there's the games thing E3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they're doing a 4K remake of the first Age of Empires released in 1997.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
cool.
but
Is that all new sprites and stuff then? I assume, yeah.
well, it's not just the updating the graphics of it. It seems like they're going to be rebuilding it from the ground up.
Everything.
Everything. So they kind of gone back to the Stone Age,
Right.
And they're kind of like building their their houses and they're building up and trying to use the analogy of like an Age of Empires game.
I get you.
Okay. So here's what they've said. We have redone every single asset. We've reorchestrated and re-recorded the entire soundtrack to the game. So, I mean, it's not just simply like a redux.
Right.
They're making it. They're doing it from the ground up. So
Nice.
I'm quite excited.
Sounds
to see
pretty
that.
cool. I think
Yeah.
it's different from the one that I heard. I think it was just the original, one of the original ones. It was up in HD.
So
But this one
you're
looks-
thinking of there's Age of Empires 2 and 3. They're basically going to be re-released. The Age of Empires 2 was re-released in 2013 as Age of Empires 2 HD.
Yeah, that was it.
But they're going to be bringing like definitive additions to original game, and they're going to be doing kind of a bit of a remake as well from that. But
Okay.
on that.
But this
So-
this new sort of remake, this 4K remake of the first one, that sounds really cool.
It does, and I mean, there's been, I think for our generation, this is one of the games the early RTS games that properly like launched the franchise into all of our hearts.
It's what people.
Yeah, that's what people did. Age of Empires. What are you doing tonight? Playing Age of Empires. You did that last night. Yeah, I'll be doing it tomorrow night as well. So fuck you.
You have to add the fuck you to the end.
Yeah,
because
take
that's what
that,
you.
Mum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take that, mum. My dad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, you said that they're going to be re-recording the audio, but I don't really remember that much audio. I mean, the only thing that audio is that I'm actually thinking of right now is from World of Warcraft, or Warcraft, I think it was.
Right.
The little orcs.
Yeah.
They go okay.
Right.
Do you remember? Did you ever used to
not
play
really.
that? When you used to
That
click on
reminds me
them,
of the,
and you used to keep on clicking them, and they would say something else, and if you
Okay.
kept on clicking it, it would be like an Easter egg, and then it would say something really
Yeah.
stupid. They did it in StarCraft as well, I believe.
That reminds me of.
Blizzard.
Did you ever play Abe's Exodus, or Abe's Odyssey? And
Yeah, I
play,
love it.
And you'd be like, follow me. And you go, okay.
Yeah.
You follow me. Okay.
So I'm just thinking, like, what sort of
Well,
audio?
the music in Age of Empires 3, I definitely remember. It's the one that goes ba 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 ba.
Okay. I think when you sang that song, it transported me back to
to a former age.
12-year-old boy, in my
In your
room
bedroom.
alone,
Yeah,
playing on my computer,
yeah. So
playing.
yeah. So
Yeah.
But that was last week.
That was
Yeah.
No, but that's cool.
Yeah.
So they got the new sound. They I assume obviously all the little characters are going to be talking
I
and stuff.
assume.
Do you think they're going to be adding any additional features like they did in the there was a Zeus one, right? Wasn't there a Gods one of Age of Empires?
That was Age of Mythology. It's one of those. You know how Grand Theft Auto did Grand Theft Auto London? It doesn't really count in Grand San Andreas and stuff. It's kind of similar in a similar vein to that, but it was like basically that had all the gods. But that was a separate game. But
do you think they're going to learn? Because obviously, so this is the first one, right? So they've obviously made up to 3.
Yeah, but then
do you think they're going to like take elements?
Technically, 4 games of Age of Empires have been done.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is like they've obviously learned and evolved. Yeah. Do you think they're going to take aspects that they've learned, the really good mechanics, and put it in that first one?
I would say probably not. We don't know yet. But I mean, well, I don't know because you want, it's that great game. It's the retro. It's the memories. Like it's going to be a bit like crap if you go to play it and it's going to be basically like a shitter version of a newer game.
Yeah.
Rather than like the original glory of the.
So you think it's going to be the original first game, but just all really nice graphics, 3D? I assume, is it 3D?
Well, I'm imagine you couldn't kind of
I'm going to be playing the trailer in this.
When you can rotate the camera around stuff.
We're going to have the trailer playing in the background anyway, so you'll be able to see it. But right now, I don't know what the trailer looks like because I haven't actually seen it. Yeah. But I will when we have to sort out the audio and the videos.
Yeah.
So if I have to tell my future self.
Yeah.
To tell my past self what I'm thinking.
Oh, could also your future self tell your past self to stop being such a dickhead? Is that possible?
I'll tell my future, but
hang on a minute. And at the end of the podcast, I'll be able to tell the listeners if it worked or not.
Okay, right then. Okay.
Although, why would you only go back time to now? Why wouldn't you go back to like your 3-year-old self and tell yourself then?
Well, because it's kind of like related to what we're talking about, and my 3-year-old self
wouldn't really care about
really
that.
know what he's talking about.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Can you maybe give the listeners a little bit of insight in what the result's going to be of what my future self might say?
Your future self, what, coming back to you?
So the future self's come back now.
There's been like the lightning
bolt.
You arrive naked.
He says one thing. Like, what does he say to you? Or he says like a sentence. Tasty. That's it. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, I mean, as I said, he's if future Garrett is anything like present Garrett, he's going to be a bit of a dickhead.
Okay, cool. And that's
yeah. And that's our friendship.
And that's the friendship of podcast and Fanagram ended.
That's the final podcast over.
Yeah, gone. Right, back to what we're fucking talking about.
Okay, so now then, that's one box of tasty Age of Empires related goodness.
Oh, there's a second?
There's a second one.
Oh shit.
Let me just delve into my magic bag of boxes.
Right.
What's this?
Oh, look at that! What really expensive box we obviously spent a really large budget on.
Yeah, all of it.
It's glowing.
And the label tag, the little card says on it Age of Empires 4.
Oh.
So we're looking at 20 goddamn years since the original one was released. 2005 was the latest release.
Yeah.
When was your latest release, Gareth?
My latest release was probably. It was about 21 hours ago.
Okay.
Oh wait, what type? Oh, I guess if it's an earlier release, maybe in the morning, because I always release in the morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And the release is at me.
Yeah, at you. All over your face.
No, I'm talking about going to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, since 2005 was the latest like full proper game that was released, that was Age of Empires 3, which is still a cracking game. It's awesome. To be honest, me personally, I prefer it. over Age of Empires, the previous ones.
Yeah.
But Age of Empires 4 has been announced.
Oh, nice.
So
We'll have to play the trailer for that then, because I want to see what
it
that
looks
looks
nice.
like.
It's basically, it's not a game trailer. It's just a art trailer.
Fair enough.
But this one's been made by Relic,
Nice.
who also did Company of Heroes.
Yeah.
They did Homeworld.
Yeah.
Dawn of War.
Yeah.
Awesome. Warhammer into that. So they've basically said Relic Entertainment is a wealth of experience, blah blah blah. And we're thrilled to be working with them, blah blah blah, and can't wait for our fans, blah blah blah, to see work and contributions to the franchise.
And that was said by blah blah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Who's the head of blah blah?
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard of that department.
Yeah.
I can't finish the rest of this drink. I've gone.
Just straws, just too short.
My straw has got to the point where I
Yeah.
can't drink anymore.
That's it's way to combat over drinking, I guess. Tall glasses and short straws.
How much is literally over half?
Yeah. So they don't really know much more about it. It's still there's no release window. I mean,
So it's just so like you said, it's just a concept yet, but it's what they want to be releasing.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it consists of basically it's going to be conquest from ancient Rome to the American Revolution. So quite a broad time scale.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Nice.
Tasty.
That does sound
Tasty.
pretty tasty.
That's
I'm looking
tasty.
forward to the remake of the first one,
Yes.
and I would
Yes.
love to play a new
Yes.
Age of Empires 4.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
You would.
Mhm.
You would.
Mhm.
Great. Right.
Yeah.
Well, this
No,
has
I
been
would.
interesting.
It has been thoroughly interesting.
Gareth and Twatness.
Yeah. And me. Sure.
Well, I've insinuated that maybe Twatness was.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought Fatness was the name for your future self who came back.
Apparently not. We'll have to see. But
Yeah.
that's the end of the podcast.
PUBcast?
And did I say podcast?
You said podcast.
Oh, it's not. It's not pub. It's not a podcast.
If only
it's
we were
podcast.
recording this, we could listen back.
Yeah,
to
we could.
actually
Yeah,
prove what was
we
being
should edit
said.
that bit out.
Yeah.
Probably won't though.
We should edit everything out.
We should edit everything out.
Yeah.
I won't. We won't. Anyway, yeah. This
Bye.
is podcast, and this is it.
Toodle pip. Bye-bye. If future Gareth is anything like present Gareth, he's going to be a bit of a dickhead.